progress. We're picking up the action on the first hole. Let's get into it. Going with a 3-wood here. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Okay, steady now. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. That's pretty tidy. 2 great shots, but 3 bad putts.
Nothing wrong with an opening part, just easing their way into this round.
One of our on-course reporters, John McCarthy, has been out surveying the scene here in preparation for today's broadcast. John, what are some of the things the players will be looking out for today at Craggy Heights?
Well, Luke, I think one of the first things the players are going to be looking at is really, literally, the shapes of these fairways. They are laid out in a way that often there are little pockets of fairway that the players can hit to. And if they do end up safe, they can really open up options on their approach shots, but they're going to have to be confident. Another thing to watch for are holes like the 5th, where the fairway narrows significantly the further out you hit your tee shot. There's also holes like the par 4 17th, where you can drive the green, yes, but there is a lot of danger in the form of water and sand around the green to contend with. So it's very much a risk-reward course. Can't wait to just sit back and watch how these professionals take this course on. Should be a fun week here at Craggy Heights.
Yeah, great up and down. Well, safer than the surface. Maybe it's time to hold a long-range bomb. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Oh, just missed. That'll sting a bit. Bogey putt coming up here. Oh, what a stroke. Well, at least it wasn't a double. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's one stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Ooh, right by the hole. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the third hole. Going with the 6-iron here. Oh, terrific approach and a chance for birdie here at the third.
On a nice line.
That was a gallant attempt. An opportunity to make their par. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Here's HV3. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Currently at +1 for the day. Let's see what happens here on the fourth. Well, that was a bit of a wild swing. Probably be a similar result too. The history of golf has been littered with some great characters for the modern game. Harold Varner III is right up there. A really personable guy, just effervescent. And I think, Rich, the only thing we're all waiting for is that first W to come. He seems to deserve it.
I can't wait to see what happens when he gets that first W. Oh, it's going to be blissfully fun. He's such an engaging personality that you can't help but just like him. He is out there enjoying every single moment of being on the PGA Tour, playing against the best in the world, and he believes that he can hang with every single one of those players. It hasn't kind of shown up yet, but there's no doubt in my mind with the belief that he has in his own game, that alone will carry him to a win on the PGA Tour sooner than later, and I'm thinking it could happen as early as this year.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th. Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Well, I wouldn't mind hitting the shot, but I wouldn't fancy the walk up here. This is quite uphill.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival, Harold Varner III, has a worthy competitor this week.
Oh, good look at birdie here.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Wow, that was just striped. Second shot here on the 6th. This one looks to be a tad wayward, sitting at 1 under. And he's down there. You got a read?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Was on a good line. And this one is for bogey. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
That's really not what they were looking for.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely. What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Oh, it's in the hole. And for birdie. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Okay, let's get back to the action. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Nice line. And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. And that will take him to 1 under. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Here we find ourselves at the dramatic 8th hole at Craggy Heights, a par 3 playing 198 yards from the back tees.
Look, probably one of those picturesque par 3s on this golf course, if not the one. Obviously, coming up shy is a huge no-no with water lurking there. You're going to see most players hit it deep into the green. Anywhere in the heart of the green really is just fine. Walking off with a par here is just dandy.
Well, this one's going right at the flag. Wow, what a shot. That was exactly what the doctor ordered.
Yes, gotta think that's a certain birdie from there.
A spot amongst the leaders here awaits if they can make this. Move inside the top 20. He's currently tied for 15th. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Nicely done.
Sitting at 2 under. Opting for the 6 iron.
This one heading to the bunker.
A bit wild on approach there. This would be a great up and down. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 25 feet from the cup.
You always like that on long putts when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Birdied their last hole.
Sitting at 1 under the card. Yeah, magical shot out of the bunker, that one. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back 9, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, Luke, I've been enjoying this pair of rivals we are following today. The two of them are pretty even for the event so far. Very interested to see who will come out of this with the bragging rights.
That's a big drive. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 150 yards.
This is from miles away.
Well, HV3 looking a little gloomy because this putt could put him down behind his playing partner.
Oh, so close. Yeah, that's never nice. Putting it off the surface, that hurts. That'll hurt the momentum. Just a short putt remaining here. The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Did you get all of this one? Even for the day. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 29 feet from the cup.
That's frustrating. 9 feet to the cup. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 3 feet to the cup. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Oh, Rich loves standing on this 12th tee here, a par 5. You're always thinking birdie or perhaps better. Take us through it.
At 555 yards, Luke, there still is a decision to be made off the tee for these players. Do they challenge the fairway bunker, but also bring in the water down the right-hand side, or do they just go ahead and lay it up to the left and make it a 3-shotter? The bold players are going to knock it down to a sliver of an opening, and from there, they're going to be able to go for it. Second shot playing a little bit downhill. The little pond over on the left-hand side can be a little bit nuisance, but all in all, it's a pretty simple, straightforward par 5. Birdies are in order.
Sitting at 2 over par. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. Why don't we catch up with the V-man, Harold Varner III.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Wow, what a save.
Well, when your rival plays golf every single second of the day and eats birdies for breakfast, lunch and dinner, this is what you get.
Teeing off here on the 13th hole. That's a good-looking shot there. Sitting at 1 over. Choosing the 9-iron here.
This one is all over it.
A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 13th. This putt is of 9 feet.
Looking for another birdie here.
Well played.
And I like it. 2 in a row.
And with that now, back to level par.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Oh, that was mashed. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
A quality shot, that.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2 putt for par would be just fine.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
They've got this left to tie with Harold Varner III.
Oh, so close. Okay, that hole's behind you now. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. That doesn't look good, Rich. Bit too far right for my liking. That was a bit of a miscue. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Ouch, that hurts. Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card. This one's looking good. And the putt drops. Now even par heading down the stretch. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Teeing off here on the 16th hole. Oh, well played. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
Fantastic play so far, setting this up for the eagle.
This one's dialed in. Oh, birdie with big wings. Great putt. And that will take him to 2 under. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Oh my God.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Oh, don't we love a short par 4, particularly on the penultimate hole, Rich. 17 here, playing under 300 yards.
Luke, at just 283 yards, listen, if you're not going to go for this green, you better just give up your tour card. I mean, literally, this is a begging to be gone. This hole is going to show you what kind of player you truly are. Take out the 3-wooder driver, knock it on the green, make eagle, make the crowd go wild. Anything less than that? No, thank you.
Oh, caught up in some branches.
That's going to find the water, sadly. Yeah, this lies pretty deep here.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Well, that's beautifully judged.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Here's Harold Varner III. Let's return to live play now. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
This one's online. Yep, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18. Nicely done.
And he's down there.
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
This one's headed towards the rough. And here we are with the third shot. 5 shots off the lead. Oh, he's hit a tree. That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. Time now for the 4th shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. Ah, absolutely flushed. And this putt for a final score of 71. And that'll bring his tournament to a close.
Well, that was another spectacular day's viewing. I certainly enjoyed bringing the action alongside Rich Beem. And Henny, what did you witness down there? A victory over Harold Varner III?
Luke, I don't even know what I witnessed. I need to go and sit in a dark room and think about that. I saw some incredible shots pulled off that should never have been pulled off, and in the end, Harold Varner III was beaten. I think this player will be so pleased with that they'll use the confidence and just propel themselves forward in the next event and beyond.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beem, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
No kidding, Henny. This player, he seems to have picked out Bubba Watson as the man to beat. That's ambitious.
Luke, you know when you think that you've got a player on the ropes, maybe they're in the middle of the trees, in the middle of a bunker, and you think they've got no shot. And then they do, in fact, put it to 2 feet. And then you're really frustrated. That's Bubba, every single time. He's that player.
No, you can't out-Bubba Bubba, can you? There's nothing elementary about this, Watson, is there? Can't wait to see how this rivalry plays out, though. And Henny,
What are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole play.
Ricky Fowler is currently leading the event as we head to the next hole.
Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provide some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
A bit long on that one. And here we are with their 4th. Just didn't drop. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. So no movement there. The player remains at even par.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
It looks like they have a good lie here in the sand.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Your 9-foot chance here.
Surely it's going to.
And now to Bubba Watson.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. Ooh. And how about the concentration to pull that shot off?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
They've decided to club up.
Well, here's an unlikely player. A little bit of an underdog, you say?
Yes, but everybody on the PGA Tour can play. He's just an unknown quantity at the moment. I'm excited to watch.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. I will take that also into the top 5 now. Oh, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Not quite the shot he was wanting.
Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Not the best tee shot, but they got lucky with this lie.
That's well played. Pin high.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And this putt to move into a share of first place.
Ooh. Putting for par.
It's looking solid.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
He's currently tied for second. Time to tee off at the 6th.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there. Get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
The old hammer hands putt.
And not too sure what they were seeing there, but they didn't get it correct, did they?
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
Putt is underway.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole. Oh, great swing there. Most golfers these days, Rich, are quite generic style players. It's that hit it as far as you can, knock it on the green, try and hold some putts. But with Bubba Watson, we just got the artist back in the game, didn't we? We had someone who was prepared to do whatever it needed to be to get that ball in the hole. He's just astonishing to watch.
You know, to me, Luke, I think Bubba was born in the wrong era. I think he would have been better served with persimmon woods, balata golf balls, and blades. And I think that he would be an even bigger impact on the game than he currently is, if that's even possible. I watch what he does with the modern equipment, and it's mind-blowing. He's one of the few players, Luke, that I will actually go in the driving range and watch hit golf shots because it is so fun to watch him aim 30 yards left and just try and hit these big sweeping hooks and fades and I mean, it's just unbelievable what he can do with the golf ball. His eye-hand coordination is simply the best in the game.
And he needs this to save par. Okay, steady now. This is a bogey putt coming up. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. And unfortunately dropping back to even par there.
Unfortunately backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Opting for the 3-wood. Not sure if he got all of that one. It's going to come up short. Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Oh, just missed. 4 feet to the cup. Nice little putt to hole, that one. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. Teeing off here at the 9th hole. Oh, that'll hurt. 3 consecutive bogeys.
And that shot back in the fairway. Getting ready to play their third.
Pretty good win back into the player's face.
Sitting at +1. Attaboy, good shot. Putting for bogey. This looks good. And there it is. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Oh, looking to make a statement here. Going with driver off the tee. That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. Second shot here at the 10th. Yeah, that one will play. And now to Bubba Watson.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, what a shot from the bunker. And back to the course with the live action. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
That was a gallant attempt. Lining up the birdie putt here.
They've got this to pull ahead of Bubba. This rivalry is heating up today.
That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole.
Teeing off here at the 11th.
Oh, look at that. You don't want that ball back.
Now just 1 over par. Going with the 8-iron here. That got a little out of control, I think.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Playing their 4th shot. 5 shots off the pace. That's frustrating. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is what they have left for bogey.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. Let's see what happens here at the 12th. Going with the 5-iron here. This one might need to get down a little.
He's found the surface. Good chance here. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Oh, that's a ripper.
Oh, that was a touch of class. I wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. This hole is a par 4.
from around 140 yards here.
Downwind on this shot.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. That was a little bit too much power. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
This is on a great line.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. And now to Bubba Watson.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Now 5 strokes behind. We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view, bailing out to the left in the bunker. Not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
Oh, that looked like a bit of an ugly swing there. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 5 shots off the lead. Setting up here with a very long putt.
This is important. Big par putt here.
This is on a stupendous line.
Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Teeing off here at the 15th hole. Good shot there, Beamer. Playing from around 230 yards. 5 strokes behind our leader.
This one's left of the green.
Close to the surface here, in the green side rough. A spot in the top 20 awaits if they can make this putt.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, well played.
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Opting for the 9-iron. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
And now to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Well hold. Let's move on. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Now, great rhythm on that swing. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Not bad. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
It's tracking, and that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
He didn't get that one cleanly. That one's hooking. That got caught up in a few of the branches. Henny, what's the player facing here?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
to be going with the 5-iron. Well, what happened there? Sitting at -1. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? Oh, he's up, Tiger. This putt is for a score of 72. Well, that's a mistake. Tough to leave that short.
Wow, shocking to say the least. How do you miss that?
The round now in the books. Good luck next time. Well, I'm sure that wasn't what this player had in mind for this event, but hopefully there's something better in their immediate future.
Yeah, that is putting it very gently there, Luke. Not very much happening at all in this player's game this week.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.